Kathleen Dames. I'm an knitwear designer here in New York City, and today I'm going to talk to you about cabling without a cable needle. There is no way I could have knit this sweater with a cable needle. It would have made me crazy. I probably would have lost the needle a million times. So this is an errand for Frederick. It was in Jane Austen Knits in the inaugural issue, and it has a lot of cables on it. A lot of people use the cable needle. The thing about cabling is you are switching the position of the stitches. So if your stitches are normally like this, you're crossing them over, and that's it. The first time I learned about cabling, I literally said, wait, that's it? And we're done?
First, I will show you how I do it. I have just completed the rows that will allow me to, now I'm on a cable row. And I know this pattern, so, sorry. Okay, this should work. So you can see I'm purling, and now it is time for me to do the first move. So what you do, this one I need to cross 2 over 2, and I need to do, I need to bring the first pair of stitches to the back. Oh, okay. So I have slipped my needle through these stitches. I'm going to slip them off the needle, and now I'm going to knit. Sorry, I'm trying not to move my hands, but of course. Now I have knit these two. So there are 2 stitches over here that aren't worked yet, and they need to go in the back. So, oh, my thumb is kind of in the way. What I'm doing is can you see that? I have now put the needle through the unworked stitches. And now here's the sort of dangerous part. It's not dangerous at all, I promise. I'm going to slide the needle out of all the stitches, slide it back through the stitches I've already worked, and now make sure you bring your working yarn in between again so it's ready. And now I will work these 2 stitches. And ta-da, ta-da. And the other half of this cable, the reason I chose this cable is I can show you both essential techniques at once. This one is going to go front. This is a front cross. And so slip, sorry, these 2, knit the next 2, and this is a 2 over 2 cable. This works with any number of stitches. Of course, the more stitches you're crossing, slightly more dangerous. Oh, and that DPN is being a wanker. Okay, sorry. And now, it would be nice to have a cameraman at this point, or camera woman. Okay, so now I've put my needle in the front because I'm going to cross these in the front. Slide the needle out of all the stitches, very quickly put them through the ones that are already done, and then I knit the next stitches. It really is that easy. And if you can do that, you can do this. It's just a lot more knitting. I honestly, the first time I cabled a sweater, it was a cotton baby sweater. Nobody had told me that it was hard to knit cables with cotton, so I didn't know, so I just did it. So I'm telling you, you can do it. You can do this. It is easier if it's like 2 over 2. 3 over 3 is doable. The thing is that most cables, even in complicated patterns like this, at any one time you're only going to be crossing 2 over 2 or 3 over 3. There are definitely cables where you are crossing more stitches. And then you just have to be a little more careful. What I wanted to show you is this is the Celtic flourish chart. There is a lot going on, but at any one time, thank you, at any one time, yeah, at most it's 2 over 2 stitches, any one cable. And that's another thing to remember about knitting, is the granularity of it. At any one time, it's only a little thing, but you do enough 2 over 2s, knits and pearls and knits and all these combinations, you can get this. But at any one row, it's not that huge, not that big a deal. I think people get intimidated when they see something like this. And yes, Anna, just work on 1 row at a time, 1 round, and you can do it. Honestly, there is nothing to be scared of. You are the boss of your knitting. It is only sticks and string, stitch by stitch, row by row. You can make this. I promise. And except I don't know if you heard that, I just lost the needle out of one of the first stitches. Okay, I'm gonna spin us back around. I hope that was helpful.